There must be something in your life that's stressing you out, right? Work, family, relationships. You need advice. Well, I have the perfect podcast for you. Ask Mimi.
In this new Stitcher Premium podcast, Mimi, a 92 years young food critic, offers advice on food and life to live callers from across the country.
Members of a live audience.
And celebrity guests
People like
Mo Rocca,
Nagin Farsad,
Aparna Nansharla,
and Sashir Zameda.
Mimi's famous for her wit, her brilliance, and her complete unwillingness to give an F what anyone thinks of her.
That sounds familiar.
It sure does. In other words, when she gives you her opinion, she doesn't sugarcoat it. That sounds familiar.
Uh-oh. Ask Mimi is moderated by Dan Pashman from the Sporkful podcast.
Listen to Ask Mimi in Stitcher Premium now.
Go to www.stitcherpremium.com/askmimi and use promo code WOMP, W-O-M-P, for a free month trial of Stitcher Premium.
Or hear the first episode for free. It's up now in the Sporkful feed. Get the Sporkful wherever you listen. Hey, Wobsters, the future is coming. All right, let's make it brighter with Squarespace.
Squarespace makes it easy to turn your idea into a unique website.
You can showcase your work, your blog, publish content. You can even sell products and services of all kinds in just a few clicks.
You can customize everything from look and feel to settings and products using beautiful templates created by world-class designers.
Hey guys, there's nothing to install, patch, or upgrade ever.
Yeah, head to squarespace.com for a free trial.
And when you're ready to launch, use the offer code WOMP, W-O-M-P, to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Oh, yeah. It ain't Halloween, but this is gonna be scary, yo. Cause we womp it up the jams, womp it up. Gonna be talking about spooks and ghosts and goblins. Cause I got a scary guest. My name is Marissa Wompler. Why are you fading me down, bitch?
What are you talking about?
You're fading it down.
I didn't do anything.
Bringing it up.
Bringing the music up louder so that we can't hear you at all?
I just felt like you were saying that I was really going to go on. That was going to be as long as Hamilton.
You stopped yourself. You can never use an excuse as someone else, okay? You stopped yourself. If you wanted to keep going, keep going. Music or not.
I thought you were fading me down.
Well, then you should have
faded it up.
If you didn't want it to stop.
Don't let it stop. Always ask for what you need, both in career and in the bedroom. That's what you always tell me.
Guess we're going to start from the beginning again.
No. Oh, God. Well, now I lost the thread. 5, 6, 7, 8. Now womp up the jams, womp it up. I'm Marissa Wompler, and I'm womping to you live to take.
Keep going, keep going. That was a test. You failed.
I want more pressure. I want less pressure.
Failed.
Do it slower. Rub it that way. Hey, I'm learning a lot from Hey, I keep hearing. Hold on one second. I'm hearing some like weird buzzes. Hello? Hello? Is this thing on? No. Womp!
There we go. There we go.
Womp it up. And I gotta ask for what I want. Cause time's up, bitch, and I can't.
Keep going!
No,
you gotta keep your own rhythm.
I'm done.
That's the number one lesson in sex. You gotta keep your own rhythm. Keep it going up and down and fast and fast, and now we're done.
Vary it. Vary it is what you're saying.
No, I'm not saying vary it. I'm saying you got to keep your own rhythm. Whatever the world is doing, you cannot go with the flow. Do your own thing.
Okay. Well, guys.
What do they listen to?
I can't. Hold on one sec. Hold on. Here we go. That's good.
What are you doing?
Sorry, I keep putting myself up and down, but I'm hearing some feedback in this old.
What kind of feedback? Your own voice?
Yeah.
Don't talk so loud.
Feels like a screech owl is getting lost in the library, but I guess it's just my own reverb.
I think you're echoing in these other mics. We're hearing you in these other mics.
Okay. Hey, Sam.
Hey.
Sam just gave me a look like, that's your own voice, bitch.
Well.
This guy's got such a fucking attitude. For somebody who his only job is to file
This isn't his only job, I'll have you know.
What else does he do?
He's studying to be a
what, a vet tech?
An industrial engineer.
Guys, that's not happening.
It is going to happen.
He spends most of his time in a high school library, just like
he only spends 1 hour a week. We're the only podcast at Marina Del Rey Public High School.
Cataloging old, jerked off on Sports Illustrated swimsuit issues. He doesn't work for the library.
He literally flies in, does this, and then he goes back to his college credits.
I don't like...
Again, with the excuses. Do your job. What are they listening to? Excuse us, Miss Falchuk. This is incredibly unprofessional.
I'm not being unprofessional. I'm just saying that Okay, fine. I'm going to do this. All right. My name is Marissa Wompler. I am indeterminate age. I'm a senior in high school at the Marina Del Rey Public High School. We are broadcasting to you live to tape from the Between and Betwixt the Stacks here at the Marina Del Rey Public Library. I want to apologize to Sam, our engineer, for calling him a fucking dickhole.
Those aren't the words.
In my mind, it's what I called him.
Well, you didn't need
We
to say
had
it
a
out
faulty
loud.
pair of cans. We have now swapped them out. And we're ready to rock.
Who am I?
This is my ride or die Charlotte Shardog Lister, my teacher at the Stars Academy, aka Spaz Academy. We're in the basement of the Marina Del Rey Public High School. This is all you need to know. And this is a podcast where we interview people in the environs of Marina Del Rey.
Yep.
People at the school, people at the community, and get to know what makes them tick.
That's right.
And today we have a very special and very spooky guest. Her name is Denise Falchuk, and I ran into her at a Five Guys Pizza where we were both ordering. Again, as you know, I've taken a break from Digiorno because fuck those assholes.
Ugh.
Right?
Tough. Yep.
It's tough stuff. So I'm looking around at different pizza options, and we were both waiting for a triple cheese pie. And it turns out that she is the inhabitant of the Marina Del Rey murder house.
How are you?
Denise, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you. It's really nice to be here.
God, and she's just so lovely. And you would not think that this is a woman who hasn't slept in... year and a half? How long have you lived there?
Well, I get some sleep, but it's about
in the daytime.
in the daytime. It has to be broad daylight.
It has to be broad daylight.
It's what the house allows it.
Right, right. And this is some tough stuff. So we're going to really get to the bottom of what's haunting Denise's house and why it has been. I mean, now this has been a house that has been a lore for so long here in the Marina Del Rey.
We know why. I mean, we all know about the Marina Del Rey murders.
That's right. That's right.
And usually it's a law that when you buy a home. I moved here from upstate New York, and I was tired of the long winters.
You wanted to be in the sun.
Exactly.
And Sheryl Crow's I want to soak up the sun. That was one.
I was listening to that as my
repeat.
plane was landing.
Yep.
At LAX.
And you got a great deal on this house. Is that right?
It was a great deal.
Yeah.
And it is law that they have to tell you if you are buying a home that had a murder in it.
Yeah.
But
the Lemon Law.
Yeah, but they did not tell me. They did not follow that law.
Wow. And so you got stuck with this house.
This home.
I purchased the
You
home.
signed your name.
Every dollar went into it. And it seemed a deal at the time, but now knowing the
what
house,
you know.
it's not a deal. It's not a...
No, because, we've known it. I mean, again, from the time you're old enough to trick or treat, you know there's a dare who's going to go, ring the doorbell at the Marina Del Rey murder house. And for a while, the people before you were handing out full-size Snickers and full-size Hershey bars. Now,
Made it worth it.
Some of them were the special dark.
Yeah.
And that would have been worth it. But people still wouldn't go. And even me.
See, give me a special dark and I'm running the other way.
Really?
I don't care for a special dark.
Yeah.
Sounds racist when you
I
keep
saying
saying
not
that.
as a candy bar.
Right.
Got it. Okay.
I do have to chase them down.
But I'm sorry, why are you laughing?
It just didn't seem like the right time to be saying that kind of stuff.
My son's name is August Wilson.
I understand
I don't need
that.
to speak about it.
I know,
the
I'm not
type of
saying-
man that I care for.
Okay, got it.
I'm engaged to a man named Kareem.
I
okay?
understand. No, I'm just saying, but for people, the uninitiated to the podcast.
Again, if you are listening to this podcast and this is the first time that
want
you've
you to
heard it,
stop.
Go back to the beginning, listen to Finger Guns, listen to some of the comedy Bang Bangs.
get acquainted so you know what we're dealing
Listen
with
to some
here.
of the Womptaculars
Please.
because this ain't the place to start. Oh. Anyway. So that was a swapperoo situation they had on you. You thought you were getting one thing because it is a beautiful home.
It's a beautiful craftsman.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
On the outside, it's beautiful.
Oh, picket fence,
But on
etc.
the inside, there are demons.
And
it sounds
a lot
like.
of trickery. Yeah.
A lot of trickery. You had, it had a lot of, and again, we're going to get into this, but there's just been so many rumors about this house. But there was an incident that you had told me when we were online waiting for our triple cheese. Now, full disclosure, she fell asleep like 3 times during our conversation.
I'll be honest, I actually do not recall going to the pizza place.
Understood.
Oh, wow.
Understood.
Yeah.
So you just looked in your phone and saw you had an appointment to be here and you just showed up.
I keep an appointment, yeah.
You're living your life moment to moment.
Exactly.
Because you don't have the brain capacity, with the fatigue you're under, the extreme fatigue you're
That's
under.
exactly right.
That's
It's
right.
not actually a bad way to live your life.
It isn't.
To be honest.
Oprah's trying to say that we should live our lives that way, you know? So maybe that's the thing. We need to slap ourselves awake all night, you know, with fear.
Yeah.
But one of the things that I wanted to tease was you were sitting in your living room, and it has this beautiful period wallpaper. Is that right?
Absolutely.
And what you realized is that a body had been wallpapered in.
Yeah. And I should have it's now when I look at it, it's very obvious. I should have known it right off the bat.
That there was
you
a
cut
skeleton.
the body out now, right? And there's a body shape.
Yeah, I thought, and maybe this is dumb. When I first moved in, I thought that someone had made like a sculpture of the wallpaper with a body coming out of it as just like an artistic choice.
That's
but it's
right.
just an actual body.
It was a body.
It was a
so you
body.
cut that out.
Wow.
And now you've got a big hole in that wallpaper. You can't get that kind of thing replaced.
I can't get anyone to come in to replace it.
You can't get anyone to come in, period.
to do any kind of work.
I've had to learn all these things myself through YouTube videos. No one will come in.
You know what? It's another way.
Not a
It's
bad thing.
Not a bad way to live your life.
Yeah.
Right.
To learn how to do it all yourself.
Sisters are
Yeah.
doing it for themselves.
Yeah.
But it has been tough on your love life, and I want to get to talk about that as well.
Well, I moved there with my husband, but it became clear immediately that the presence did not wish him to be there.
How did they make that known? They dragged his body across the
dragged
floor,
his
is that
body
right?
across the floor
This
and
is
out
your
the door and
husband?
down the street. Yes.
Down the street.
Yeah, that was the last I saw him. He was dragged away.
And what did you do? You didn't go after him?
The door slammed shut, so I could not. Yeah.
Is he alive, Dad? We don't know.
I believe so. He sent me a text message, said that he made it to the airport, and
He basically...
He's gone back to upstate New York.
that's what I've heard. I've talked to some family back in upstate.
How did you get out of the house to be here today with us?
For some reason, I'll be honest, I don't know what the mood of the house is. Like, I don't know if it allows me to leave or it's just blind luck. I don't know.
I'm not
'Cause
surprised.
if I were you, I'm not going back in that house.
Either am I. I'm
Right?
getting on a
That's
plane and I'm going back. Why haven't you thought about that? Cutting your losses and getting back with your husband. I mean, I would
Do you
assume
feel like
the love
you
of your
owe
life.
something to the house now?
I feel, well, every dollar I have is tied up in this house.
Understood,
And-
but money is money.
right.
At this point, you
But
are
I mean,
married
money
to a
is
demon.
also money.
Yeah. I'm still figuring it out. I'm still sort of seeing how dangerous this really is. So far,
Wow.
it's been more of a presence. It mostly is in the middle of the night. So if I stay awake throughout the night, it's really fine. If I just sleep during the day, it's actually kind of
But you're living your life as a human vampire, and that's where I feel like might be impacting, you know? But
That's
something-
interesting, yeah.
No one's ever, well, I'm not surprised no one's brought it up to you because you're not allowed out very much.
right.
And people have severed contact.
Yeah.
But listen, I'm not surprised a demon let
Interesting
you out.
used the word severed.
Well, yeah, because that's what
happened.
that was
in
happened.
the
Right.
murder house.
Yeah.
I started piecing together what happened because no one told me, but every now and then I'll see a clue or
We have some microfiche if you
Sam,
wanted
why
to
is
see.
Sam holding up a book?
There's a whole book written about
The
it.
Marina Del Rey murder house. You think that she wants to read that? Why is he being so insensitive to our guest?
What? She doesn't know about the murders, and
There's
there's
be a safe space. Put the book
there's
away,
a
man.
book here. There's photos in here of the family that lived. I wonder if
with
she
it.
would recognize any of these faces.
that's interesting. That woman, on the
on the cover.
that she does look familiar. I feel like I actually thought that was. I've seen her outside the window looking in. I thought that was a neighbor. I didn't realize that was someone that.
No, that was one of the women, I guess, in the Victorian times.
The murderer.
That was the murderer?
Yeah. She's the woman who murdered everyone.
There were 14 people in that house.
That's I have heard that. I don't know why so many people were there to begin with. It
seems like too many people, but back then you were
Catholic.
living with your uncle, and like your bachelor uncle was there, and your cousins, and everybody was just like. But that is a lot of people that she severed. Everything.
Yeah.
Okay, put the book away, Sam. Thank you.
You just give it to me.
What is this? He's like a fact checker now. He's really feeling
He's
like
trying
he's
to be
feeling his
helpful.
oats.
Hey, he's trying to be helpful.
Okay, I haven't asked for his help. This is supposed to be a
Why are
female
you being
safe
so
space.
rude?
I just don't understand why it keeps popping up like a gopher between the stacks.
What is it? A female safe space.
Yeah, that's what this is, a circle of trust, and I don't
It's
want
always
his dong
a circle
just
of
like.
trust, whether it's a man or a woman. Let's not reverse discriminate here.
Next thing you know, I'm gonna take out a book, and there's just gonna be a dong there.
That's
the kind of creepy shit that goes on with a guy
You
like
can't
this.
get by. He would have to have a dong 14 inches long to get back.
I don't know what he's packing.
That stack over
I
here.
don't know what he's packing.
Maybe you're obsessed with Sam. Have you ever
I'm
thought
not
about
obsessed
that?
with Sam. I just want him to stop looking at me and so sorry, Denise.
This is Hot Topics.
This is creepy.
Yeah, I thought it was appropriate.
I hear this at something like this at home.
This is sort
Is
of
this
like
Mannheim Steamroller?
Oh, this is Beetlejuice.
Oh my
That's
God,
right.
this is Beetlejuice? You have the Beetlejuice soundtrack?
no, just the theme.
What's wrong with you?
What do you mean?
Your musical taste is so insane.
Who knows? Who says this was a taste? I used it in a lesson a couple years ago.
Is that when you had us eat worms? Oh, no,
There we
no,
go,
this is
there we
terrifying. That was too long. Oh, wait. Please turn this off. I don't like this movie.
We're
It
doing
makes me feel
Hot
sick.
Topics. We're doing
It makes me feel sick.
Beetlejuice makes you feel sick?
That
Right.
guy's undead and his eyeballs are falling out. Turn it off. I'm not joking. That it really makes me feel sick. I feel nauseous. Turn it off.
Sorry.
I don't like horror movies.
I know that. This is not a horror.
It is a horror movie. Who did that?
Beetlejuice is
Edward
not.
Scissorhands guy did that?
Beetlejuice is
Is
not.
it the same guy as Edward Scissorhands?
Edward Scissorhands is a horror movie to you?
Yes! Oh my God, it's terrifying! When he makes that ice sculpture with those scissors, I don't fucking
not
want that.
Scary at
Scary
all.
as hell. I am so scared by that movie. I'm not joking.
I know.
Stop making
That's
a
what
joke
makes
out of it.
me so happy.
I don't want to see Beetlejuice.
What's going on with you?
Sorry, I have to just who was that guy who played Beetlejuice?
What?
Mr.
Michael
Mom?
Keaton?
Yeah, Michael Keaton.
It's very scary. Yeah.
It's terrifying. What's going on with me? Well, you know what I've been doing is I've been listening to some past Womp It Ups as of late.
Oh.
And I was starting to realize a pattern, which is that almost every week I have a different obsession with a different guy, with the exception of Allison Rodman. Mm-hmm. And I kind of feel like I've gone boy crazy. And so I need to slow my roll on that. Because I don't know what kind of message I'm sending to the young women who are listening to this podcast, that you need a man to complete you. You don't. You know, you don't. And I'm going to focus on my studies.
Mm-hmm. Or Sam.
I'm not into Sam. If anything, this isn't like a Sam and Diane thing. Oh, will they or won't they? Like, we won't. So, Sam, put your 14-inch dong away because I'm 100% not interested in whatever kind of glory hole situation you're creating here in the self-help section.
You were saying you're not obsessed with Sam.
I'm not obsessed with Sam, and I'm just going to focus on my studies because what I would really like to do is graduate. And what I was saying to you earlier is I'm really enjoying some of the segments we're doing in the Stars Academy.
Oh, yeah.
You know, Pursuit of Pleasure, which was our last month.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed.
Yeah.
When we made our own lambskin condoms and learned about different pressure points. I thought that was really, really insightful. And I'm just excited to get as much as I can because as of June, bye-bye. Bye-bye, high school. I'm out of here. Mm-hmm. You know? Welcome to the big bad world.
And then what? You're going to go to college and not try to get a boyfriend?
no, I'm not going to. I don't even know if I'm going to go to college. I'm going to let life happen to me, you know? I broke up with Joni Jabroni.
Brony?
Brony Jabroni.
Uh-huh.
Was that the young man you were talking to and then you were crying when
That's
you
right.
walked away?
That's right. He was accompanying me to Five Guys Pizza. He owns Jabroni's Pizza, that
He's
vegan
the
pizza
son
place.
of the guy who owns it.
Yeah.
And he's in his 50s, we're pretty sure.
Yeah, it turns out he had a family and had taken my $569 and
$570.
and brought it to the track, to the Greyhound track.
I saw him drive away and you run after the car. And were you running after to make sure he understood
Yep.
that it was over?
That's exactly right, Denise. I'm sure
Impressed
you
that you were running.
I'm sure you heard me say get out of here, don't ever come back. Did you hear something like that? Me
What
saying
did she say?
I heard, wait,
you're
come
tired.
back.
You're tired again, Denise.
Let me get in the car.
You're tired. Denise,
please.
you don't even remember meeting me.
Yeah.
You got a house that doesn't let you leave, okay? I don't know if you're really...
Don't turn on her. She didn't have
I'm not
anybody
turning
else.
on her. I'm just saying she's obviously delirious. What you saw was me saying, get out of here, boy, bye. Boy, bye. It was like some lyrics from Beyonce.
I don't remember that.
Something like that. I can
song
get
is
another
that?
you in a minute.
Yeah.
You must not know about me, something like that.
To the left, to the left.
Yeah, to the left, to the left. Yeah, you heard that. That's what you heard, Denise, okay?
Has Brony returned your phone calls? Or
I haven't called him because I
your
broke up with
texts?
him at Five Guys Pizza, which Denise saw.
see your phone.
What?
Let me see your phone.
It's covered in cheese. Don't look at it.
Let me see your phone.
Here's my
old
phone.
cheese. It's old cheese.
Just some old cheeses on it.
It's your passcode. Never mind. I know it. I already put my finger in. Swipe, swipe, swipe.
What are you seeing?
Just pictures of your butt?
You sent that to him?
No, I took pictures of my butt so I can remember it.
Oh, this guy named Don't Call Him. You relabeled him Don't Call Him.
Don't call that number.
You called him a lot.
Don't call that number.
3 minutes ago, you sent him a picture
did
of your
not.
butt while we were recording this
God.
No,
podcast.
I didn't. That's Sam getting into my phone again.
Sam. And then you literally sent a recording of this podcast about you talking about
I
how
didn't.
you're over everybody.
You're crazy. That's that voice activation. That's the iPhone 8. It's got some bugs. Stop. What is this? The third degree?
I'm just saying you talk a big game, but do you follow suit?
I do follow suit, and this is the first day of the rest of my life, okay?
Okay.
So that's all I'm saying is I'm off the market for now, and I'm focusing on me.
Great.
All right?
Great.
I wanted to take pictures of my butt because I'm going to lose a bunch of weight, and I wanted to remember what it looked like.
It's just close-ups of the top of your butt crack, though.
Yeah, because my butt crack might get shorter, and
Just the top of it?
I'm going to measure it. Right now, it looks like a sideways Charlie Brown smile, but it might get hopefully straighter and shorter as I lose the weight.
Okay.
But not again, not for a man, for me.
For me. Got it. Got it.
What's up with you, you judgmental little bitch?
Hey.
Wow. Wow.
What's up with you?
Animosity much?
I don't know. Maybe I've got the demon of the Marina Del Rey murder house in me, but I'm getting a little hot under the collar with all these questions, Denise.
I got to be honest. I feel like when I go places, it affects where I go. I
feel
don't
it
know.
tightening, like somebody's sitting on my chest right now.
That's how she visits you.
I don't want to be visited. I swear to God, if I walk out of here after this podcast with a
She
poltergeist,
attached
I'm going to be
herself
fucking
to
pissed
people,
off.
or do you think she's attached to the house? And a little bit to you.
I think that she's been attached to the house, but I can feel her branching out. I don't know if she's been bored, but usually how I've come to visit her, anytime I've tried to sleep at night, is I'll be in bed and then I'll hear the door open and I'll hear wet footsteps.
Wet?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
someone just came out of a pool or something.
Well, that's where she put all those people.
Or she walked through a puddle of blood.
They were ahead of the game on pools, but
They
I think
were
that
in
it
the
was too
Victorian
much.
times. And, they only took one bath a year. So for them to have a pool, that was like a big thing.
But I think it was just like too much excitement for them
Right,
or something.
right.
She
Sure. That's why she killed all those people.
Yeah.
Too much excitement.
From the pool.
So
many pool
so
parties.
wet footsteps, and then
Wet footsteps, and then I feel her climb onto the bed, and then she
like a succubus, she gets on top of you.
exactly, and she sits on my chest and starts to mosey up closer to my face
With her crotch on your
it's-
chest.
I have to then get up quickly, or it becomes sexual. So I quickly get up.
I wonder if it's some repressed Victorian sexuality that's going on here.
That's interesting. Yeah, that could
Does
be
you
what's
feel like
happening.
she's going to suffocate you, or just make
With her-
you?
with
it
her
is
zombie
it is-
pussy or
it is
what?
suffocation. That is what she's doing. Yeah.
Yeah, because you wouldn't be able to breathe.
No.
When you're knee deep,
In her-
because
in her
imagine
ghost
there's no
pussy.
waxing going on back then.
No.
So you're going to
just,
get stuck in a forest of just
Wet.
wet Victorian pubes,
That's exactly
ghost pubes.
Yeah. Now, I have
That's real.
spent,
We're laughing, but listen, this poor woman.
Sam, check the book, see if there's a section.
Of ghost pubes?
There might be. They might have been
Go to
documented.
G and see if you can find anything on
It's not an
ghost
encyclopedia.
pubes.
It's a novel with
I
chapters.
say going to
and
the
sections.
dual
Look in the
decimal
table of-
system to the card catalog.
I'll be honest, when it happens, you're kind of you look at it, and then you're kind of mentally sucked in, and you see a fire, and then like an eye staring at you.
An eye, one eye?
One eye.
I'm glad you're being honest.
I don't know if that's too much.
No, I again, like I've never been visited by one.
You might.
I don't want to be. I want to be very clear with whoever this woman is. I don't want to be visited by her.
Right. I'll be honest. Anytime I spend time, if I spend enough time with someone,
How much time? Because this is going to be about an hour. So if it's any more than that, I would rather just cut this short.
the cashier at the pizza place.
Yeah?
She had told me after that interaction she had been visited.
This I don't need.
Well, sorry, book your own guests.
I don't need. I'm already dealing with so much in high school. I don't need to have a poltergeist.
What is the definition of a poltergeist? Let's look that up on our break.
That's what Slimer was. In
He was?
Ghostbusters, wasn't he? Sam, could you look it up?
So,
With your pants on?
hey,
God damn
nobody's
it. Womp it up, everyone. We'll be right back after the break. If a succubus hasn't crushed my lungs. Hey, Wompsters, support for today's show comes from Squarespace.
Ready to start your new business? Make it stand out with Squarespace.
With beautiful templates created by world-class designers, Squarespace makes it easy to turn your idea into a new and unique website.
Showcase your work, blog, or publish content. Even sell products and services of all kinds in just a few clicks.
You know what I love about it, Listler?
What?
With Squarespace, you can customize everything from the look and feel to settings and products.
And it's all optimized for mobile right out of the box.
Use Squarespace's analytics to help you grow in real time.
There's nothing to install, patch, or upgrade ever.
Though, if you do have a question, Listler,
Yes.
you can call Squarespace's award-winning 24/7 customer support because they're there to help.
Destiny is calling. It says you need a new website. Make it with Squarespace.
Hey, guys, listen up. Why don't you head on over to squarespace.com for a free trial?
And when you're ready to launch, use the offer code WOMP, W-O-M-P, to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain.
That's squarespace.com, offer code WOMP. Welcome back to Womp It Up. This is Marissa Wompler. We are talking with Denise Falchuk, the current resident of the Marina del Rey murder house.
How do you spell Falchuk?
Fawmnst.
Oh, that's an unusual spelling.
That sounds like it would be Fawmnst.
You can pronounce it that way. It would just be
Okay.
incorrect.
But it's Falchuk, but it's
Yes,
spelled Fawmnst.
exactly.
Okay, got it. Is that Czechoslovakian or?
Yes,
Oh,
exactly.
okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
A lot of ghosts around those parts. It's very close to
Have you always had,
Romania.
visitors? I mean, have you always had a connection with the other side, would you say, in your life?
I don't know if it's something I haven't fully tapped into. I feel like I can sense I can sense something going on.
Since you were a little kid?
Yeah. I feel like I've always been able to, like, just have a bad feeling about something, or, if there's been a couple times if I've come in contact with someone else's body that I can see something.
Huh.
I guess
Like you could touch them like a dead calm situation? Is that what that movie's?
What
what's
happens
that movie
in Dead
that's
Calm?
the boat.
No, what's the one where
Is that the one where Jack
Walken can
Nicholson
touch
is under
people
the boat?
The
and
dead
see?
zone?
Yeah, the dead zone. Is
Yeah.
it like a dead zone
What's
situation?
the dead zone? What happens in the dead zone?
You don't want to know.
I do want to know. What
you
happens? Just tell me one detail about it.
You really don't want to
Denise,
know.
what happens in the dead zone?
This movie, I saw this movie way too young, and it really,
Really, what happens to it?
I can't
you can
tell you.
talk.
I can't
Let me
tell
gonna
you.
tell you what I think it is. You can touch
Yeah.
a dead person and see into their worst nightmares, and they become your own, and you live them as a reality.
no.
What happens? Christopher Walken plays a police forensics psychologist.
No, he's just
goes down to
he's
the
a
morgue.
person. He can touch people and he can see their memories.
But something happens to him, right? Like, doesn't it start because he has an accident or
Yeah.
something?
And he crosses over, and then does he live those memories?
No, he just sees them, and then he has everyone's secrets.
Oh, okay.
And there's been a murder.
Oh, I see. And then
You know why you would love it?
why?
I think the woman who plays Anne of Green Gables' mother is in it.
No,
Colleen
thank you.
Duvall.
No. I don't like to see any of the members of that movie, the actors, playing any other roles.
Well, you would.
I saw Gilbert Blythe play a psycho killer, and it just destroyed me.
Yeah.
So-
So was that a Lifetime?
It was a Lifetime original movie. Oh, you know what? For those who haven't seen it, Fred Savage starred in a movie called, what is it, Too Close for Comfort or something, where he plays an
remember.
abusive...
With the girl from Full House.
With the girl from Full House. Everyone needs to just bring that up on
You
their
don't need
YouTube
to
because
see
it's
it.
so terrifying. Yeah.
But
we digress.
what's one of the memories that you remember touching someone's hand and what happened?
I remember touching someone's hand, and then I had a visual of them having a heart attack. And then they started having a heart attack.
Right then?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Do you think you caused it?
I'll be honest, I don't know if it had already started and my vision was what was happening in front of me, if that makes sense.
It just doesn't seem like it's a complete, what's the word, mistake that you ended up getting this house. Does it feel like life is sort of like leading up to this for you? Like, is there unfinished business between you and this ghost that you need to like deal with, or does the ghost have unfinished business?
I'll be honest, what the frustrating thing is it feels very just unconnected. I can't find a connection. It just feels like a really unfortunate coincidence to me that I haven't been able to. It just feels like bad luck right now. Maybe it's connected.
I just don't know if you should be such a victim to it. Do you know, as we said, what's stopping you from getting out?
Yeah.
Burning it to the ground?
I did try that.
What?
I did try burning it down.
And what happened?
I was badly burned.
Okay. You know what we should do is what's cheesing you. Okay. Do you know about this segment, Denise? This is where we talk about the thing in our life right now that's just pissing us off. It could be stop signs.
The undead,
it could be
or
the
whatever.
Undead.
Whatever.
Whatever's, really getting your goat right now. So I'm just gonna play the intro song and then we'll dive into it. Okay.
Burn her own house down.
She was to tell you.
Badly. I really am so afraid that something's gonna haunt me. Right, Liz? This is a bad idea.
Not as terrible.
You shouldn't book a guest
Wonderful.
online at a pizza place. You just shouldn't. Lesson learned.
What's cheesing you? What's cheesing you? What? What's cheesing you? What's cheesing you? What's cheesing you? What's cheesing you?
What's cheesing you? that's a Victoria
come
ghost.
out of you?
That's how the ghost do
Wow.
it. Hey, you know what? Digiorno even passed up on a phenomenal theme song. Wouldn't that have been a great jingle for them?
Yeah, they probably have to call Information Society and
Fine.
see
They're
what's happening with
avails.
them.
They're tech avails.
Tech avails. So what's cheesing you, Marissa?
What's cheesing me? Let's see. The Crown. Why is everybody always telling me to watch The Crown?
They think you'd like it?
You know what it is? Just because I like the olden days doesn't mean I like everything about the olden days. I found The
That's not
Crown
really the
to
olden
be
days.
fucking boring. Right?
Really the 40s.
I watched
the period.
I
piece,
watched
but
the
not
first
necessarily the
episode
olden
and I was
days.
like, this is a straight up snooze. How many times you got to see a queen take out a red box and go, oh, I got to sign this contract, this
That's
law
it's
into
definitely
orders.
not the first episode.
Who cares? I'm in the safari. I don't care. And so stop telling me. Just because I say I like owls doesn't mean I want an owl figurine gifted to me at every fucking birthday.
Do you like owls?
No, but if I did, I wouldn't
as an
want someone to
example.
only give me owls.
Got it.
Okay?
I love owls.
So stop telling me to watch The Crown.
What do you say when people say that to you?
I say, oh, really? That sounds great. Maybe I'll give it a shot.
Why? Why do you say that?
Because I don't want to cause a conflict.
Why would it be a conflict? You just tell someone what you feel. You say,
Wow.
hey,
That's not
thanks
for me.
Thank you for your suggestion, but I tried and it wasn't my thing. And then they won't start trying to shove other shit down your throat, you know?
That's another, that could be in your pursuit of pleasure
That's
class
right.
as well.
That's right.
Don't say you like something when you don't because they're going to try to shove other shit down your throat.
Right. I'm
Yeah.
talking about conversation, of course.
Of course.
But yeah.
Yeah, so that's what's cheesing me.
Okay. I'll tell you what's cheesing me.
Tell me.
People with excuses.
What do you mean? Oh, interesting. That's going to hit close to home for Denise, probably.
It's going to hit
She's had a lot.
close to home for everybody in this room.
especially for Sam.
Why is it going to hit close to home for Sam?
Because that guy is making excuses
He's
for
never
his own
spoken a word.
life.
We've never even given
You
him
are,
the opportunity.
and we never will. Okay, why is it taking you so long to finish community college?
It's not community college.
Where is he going to school?
What do you mean he's going to school at USC?
Oh, that's legit. But still, you going to finish your doctorate for that long? It's going to take you 7 years? That's too long.
You've been in high school for almost 9 years.
We don't know that. Time is a construct. Anyway, excuses, you were saying?
I was saying people that make excuses really rub me raw. I'll tell you that much. Like
That was another segment in your pursuit of pleasure.
it absolutely was. Rub me raw. Because if that's what I want, then that's what I want. Okay? So if you've got an excuse for why you can't do something, someone's in your way, they made me feel this way.
There's a demon sitting on my chest.
Yeah, all of
It's
that.
gonna
Like, come on.
Suffocate me with this
You're-
ghost
those are
pursuit.
excuses. You could do what you want to do.
Right.
Just make it happen.
All right. That's legit. I'd love for people to write in to us at Listeners Love Lockdown and kind of tell us about what is an excuse that you've been saying. What are we going to stop? What are the excuses we're going to stop using in 2018?
Yeah. Yeah.
Does that hit close to home
It
at all,
does.
Denise?
Yeah. I'm going to, even if there's a voice in my ear saying it's going to eat my insides, like I'm not going to let that stop me from leaving the house.
Is it
if I
you
want.
that's saying that to you?
That's very interesting.
I mean, we don't have proof that there even is a demon in this house.
That's
Well,
true.
no, we just know that long, long ago, a woman murdered her entire family, extended, and
Put them in the pool.
yeah.
Can I tell you what's cheesing me? 'Cause that seems really fun.
Sure.
I hate when I'm at my house
Yeah.
and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go on a vacay, you know?
Right, 'cause
And
you deserve it.
Exactly.
A vacay or a staycay?
Vacay.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, I'm going to pack up my bag. I'm going to book a flight.
Right.
I'm going to
Get a spray tan.
Mhm. And then I pack my car and I drive to the airport and I'm like, where are we going to go? And I get on the plane and then I'm like, here we go. And I put on that song
Right.
every day. And then I open my eyes and I'm still in my driveway.
What do you mean? Have you not driven to the airport?
I don't know what happens. I never am
blacked
able
out.
to leave.
God, that's tough.
Blacked out.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out whether you're actually getting to the airport and getting on that plane, or if like you're getting in your car and you just physically aren't able to turn the key, and that's all in your fantasy life.
One of the great questions. I've seen you ring my doorbell and run before.
Yeah, I mean, we've all rang and run.
I've actually seen you do that as well.
Well, that was one of our. That was something when in her Facing the Fear.
Yeah, we did a chapter on
course,
Facing
we
the
did
Fear.
a chapter of Facing the Fear, and all of our fears. I mean, growing up in Marina Del Rey, like we don't have a headless horseman. We have the Marina Del Rey murder house, so it's like a rite of passage that we ring your doorbell and run.
Right?
Is that disturbing to you? Is that?
It's just.
It's not nice.
It's not nice. I'm already dealing with something, and so when you go to answer the door, it's just a nuisance.
There's nobody
that I
there.
don't need, you
And
know?
there's nobody
And I'm
there.
just so excited to see another face because I'm in the middle of a terror, and so I'm
Right,
really
right.
excited when the doorbell rings, and so
Got
when I
it.
open it and no one's.
I
saying
never thought about that.
I
When
want
you
to
ring and
apologize
run,
for that.
you
I'm gonna
never think
apologize.
about who's on the other side of that door.
Yeah, you do. That's the whole point.
Right. That is-
I never thought
They're
about
going to
it.
come to the door and nobody's going to be there. Aren't they going to be freaked out? Or let's see who does come to the door. Because to
Right.
be honest, I didn't know what you looked like. And until you guys ran into each other at the pizza place, I was assuming you were a scary old looking lady, but you're a beautiful young woman with beautiful skin.
Well, my hair wasn't white before. It was when I came here. It was brunette.
Was it? God, because it's a beautiful silver color, which I
really
thought
is.
was just a choice to let yourself go gray. A lot of models are doing that these days.
Yeah.
No, that's not.
It just came in time.
Because you're
very
only
quickly.
28 years old, is that
Exactly.
right? God,
Yeah.
that's tough.
A year and a
yesterday.
half. Wow.
Yeah.
Year and a half, you went completely gray white. Yeah, that's tough. Nope. No.
Yeah, this is.
No.
Yeah.
What?
Turn this off. What is this?
It's a theme.
This is the
Nightmare
theme
on
to
Elm.
Candyman?
Nightmare on Elm Street.
No, stop it. I don't want to hear this. I'm taking these earphones off. I'm serious. Don't do it. I'm not. When you're done, I will put them back on.
Oh. All right.
That's not funny. Is it still on?
No, it's not on.
What's this?
I don't.
This is what the theme turns into eventually.
This is what's really happening on this song.
No one knows that if the song continued, it
What
would turn
happens on
into
Nightmare on Elm Street? Is
Speed.
that Freddy?
That is Freddy Krueger, yeah.
Comes in your dreams, right?
Yeah.
Only when you fall asleep. Yeah. You think Edward Scissorhands was based on that?
Oh.
He's got
Oh,
knives
that's
for
interesting.
fingers,
I never-
doesn't he?
I actually never made that connection. I never even thought about that.
Oh, actually.
Sometimes it takes it outsider, right? To the
really
to the
does.
horror realm. To the
Yeah.
Hey, have you ever thought about selling your idea of the Marina Del Rey murder house, optioning it as a movie?
I tried.
There's been a full book written about it. Is it hers to own? It doesn't make sense.
It's not Sam's to own. I know
Hey,
that. It
okay.
keeps waving it in my face.
Hey, focus. Can you focus here?
Yes, I'm trying.
He's not waving anything.
I don't
Okay.
know.
He's offering, there are answers inside that book that if we were just to open it, we probably would have.
I had a publisher come to the house, and we spent weeks, talking about
Yeah.
it, writing down everything
Weeks.
that happened. Yeah,
They stayed in the house.
she came every day, and we talked about.
she left and came back.
Yeah, and I was so excited.
Nobody's going to stay overnight. That's
No.
crazy.
Is she still alive? This
Is she
person?
still
Well,
alive? That was my next question.
The last time we worked together, I was so excited. She looked up at me and said, "You're going to die in here." Oh. And I don't think it was actually just the house playing a trick on me. So
Meaning it wasn't actually a real person?
it was not.
Oh.
It was. I was so excited. Yeah.
Because I was thinking, it
But it
reminds
wasn't-
me of when Carrie in Sex and the City, she's going to publish her book, and
That's a
Murphy
fun
Brown
show.
is tough to her.
That's a fun
But
show.
that's tough.
Yeah.
That's a really tough thing. You wasted
That was
all
a
that
great
time.
episode. I watch a lot of Sex in the City in the house.
Do you?
It does cheer me up. Yeah.
Yeah.
It just provides a different energy.
Yeah, got it.
Yeah.
So it was a
Phantom.
A phantom was never a real person.
It was not.
Did the person look like anybody?
It looked like just a woman I'd never seen before.
Okay, does it look like page 10? Sam, fine, pass it over. Does
Can
it
you
look
show
like
us
this
one
woman?
of the images?
That's her.
That's her. Okay.
That's
See, we should give you this book. Can she check this out? Is this something that can be checked
She's
out?
not-
She's not a part of the library,
I'll
but I
check
guess,
it out for you,
Okay.
or Marissa can.
Yeah, you're going to need to take that home.
Okay, we'll see if.
Oh, I
it's
can't check
allowed
it
in.
out. I'm not allowed. after what I did to Judy Blume's Are You There, Goddess Me, Margaret.
What did you do to it?
I drew a bunch of pussy pics in there.
What?
I drew a bunch of pussy pics in there with a ballpoint pen, and then it got traced back to my library card, and now everyone's pissed about it.
Oh. Seems like it'd be difficult to trace back to who did it since the books changed hands so quickly. You signed the pussy pics?
Yep.
Oh, interesting. Why did you choose that book?
I don't know.
It's about
menstruation and getting, older. And I just thought people wanted some visuals. So I'm not allowed to check anything out of the library anymore.
Got it.
So you have to check it out, is my point. Okay. So now we know it's the child. This is the child of the woman who is coming back to haunt you. So it's more than just one person.
It's a grown woman, though.
It's a grown woman?
She looked anywhere between 25 and 52.
Can I ask what she was wearing?
A gown. It was like a white gown.
Like a Victorian style gown? That didn't raise any red flags for you?
Well, she was holding flowers.
Were they dead?
They were.
There you go. See, I think we need to get smarter about this. Work smarter, not harder.
Yeah.
Right?
I guess I was excited. I just didn't really, I wanted it to be real. I should have seen that.
Comic. Well, don't beat yourself up, of course.
Yeah.
But
I also, like, now I think about it, like, when I answered the door, like, I was like, are you a publicist? Like, I was so
eager, giving them the phantom what
exactly
then they could use against you.
Yeah.
That's tough. Well, nothing to stop you from selling the rights now, because this is some scary as shit stories you're telling us.
Thank you.
Really, 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 really frightening me to the core.
Oh, good.
real.
Oh, that's good.
You know, so
Yeah.
I'm sure we can find somebody to hook her up with, right, Liz? One of your contacts?
What do you
In
mean?
Hollywood? Don't you have some contacts in
Oh,
Hollywood?
you have Hollywood contacts?
Not really.
Are you sure?
No. Why would I have contacts in Hollywood?
You told me that Steven Spielberg, you dated him in the early 80s.
Oh, wow.
It was like the late 60s, actually.
Fine. So couldn't you call
exciting.
him up?
I wouldn't call him Hollywood.
I think you could.
You wouldn't call Steven Spielberg. He's like the most successful director, producer.
Our relationship was before all of that, though.
I know, but couldn't you just, hey, Steven, we have a great idea, property for you.
Yeah,
We need to get this woman out of this
Boundary.
house.
That's a transgression
But he would
boundary.
love that. Like, tell him that there's someone has an idea for a movie about a haunted house.
He
I'm
would
sure
love that.
He would love something like
There's
that. He's never
I'm
done
sure
anything like that before.
1,000 things have come across his desk like that.
Okay, I'm just
We
saying
can
we
get
can
her out
help
of this
somebody
house. We
out.
can help her out if we want.
Oh,
but we don't-
really? She can't literally. This is the first time she's been let out, and God
She's
knows
here.
for what reason.
Well, to pass it on.
It does feel like that.
It's going to be such a bummer. I already have so much extra weight I'm carrying around. I cannot have a succubus on my back. I just can't. It's going to be so hard to graduate with that kind of thing going on. Are you giving me that look like I'm going to learn a lesson? What's the lesson?
No excuses.
Excuses for what? Getting haunted for the rest of my life?
Make it about yourself. Don't make it about, him. Hose before bros.
None of this makes sense.
I don't know. Just pick your poison.
All right. Well, I think we should get into Spotlight on.
Really, it's only the second segment.
I don't know what's going on. I feel like my lungs are being collapsed at every minute. So,
Why don't we take a break then?
okay. Oh my God. We're usually much nicer to each other. I think it's the
I'm not doing
influence of this
anything.
demon. You know what would be a really interesting twist
I'm
in this
not
horror movie that is
doing
this podcast?
anything.
Is if at the end of the day it turns out you've been a phantom this whole time.
Me?
Yeah.
What, in your life?
Yes.
Well, nobody knows where I am or who I am or if I'm real anyway, right?
That's interesting, isn't it? Can you see her, Denise?
Yeah,
Well, that's not helping me, though, because you see the undead all the time.
it's true.
Are we going to a break? Is
Yeah.
that okay with you?
Okay, demon, go for it.
I'm just trying to find the right song. I guess I'll play this one. I don't even know what this is.
This podcast is smooth as silk. That was another section in your nope, 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 nope.
And his own story was as curious as his narrative.
No!
The tale of his life is the tale of
What is this?
I think it's just the beginning of a rap song.
I know, it's really scaring you.
So scary.
callous,
You thought it was going to be some sort of spook fest.
Oh, this is good. No, this isn't scary.
It's
this
over.
is scary
We're
good.
going to a break.
This is scary good. Hey, Wompsters. 2 years ago, Chris Gethard, he's a funny, insightful dude.
I love him.
Launched Beautiful Stories from Anonymous People, the podcast where he talks to one anonymous caller for an hour.
There's only one rule. Gethard cannot hang up until the hour is over.
Now, he thought the show was going to be an alt comedy, fest where fans prank call him and mess around. But right from the start, it was something really special, and I'm not surprised.
I don't know if you've listened, but it gives me chills every single time.
The anonymity of the show gave the random callers a platform to really open up.
And in call after call, Gethard found himself having conversations ranging from heartwarming to hilarious with people from all over the world.
Now, these are people, random, anonymous strangers. They're talking about their dreams. They're talking about their struggles. They're talking about their families, all kinds of real life stuff.
There have been serious calls like the woman about to hear her daughter's cancer prognosis.
Ugh. There have been surreal calls like the caller who escaped from a cult.
And as it turns out, there have been several callers who felt compelled to talk to Gethard about shitting their pants.
It happens to everybody. It's happening to me
best of us
right now.
I guess the anonymous thing really brings that out in people.
So right now, Beautiful Anonymous is celebrating its 100th episode. And if you haven't listened yet, now is a great time to subscribe to Beautiful Stories from Anonymous People.
There's a new caller every week, and you can catch up on all the old episodes in Stitcher, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen.
You're going to laugh. You're going to cry. You might shit yourself. But you're definitely going to hear some beautiful, beautiful stories.
If you do shit yourself, call Gethard and tell him about it on Beautiful Stories from Anonymous People. Honestly, one of the most amazing men working in business today.
In business.
Show business.
Everything, every song. Okay, this isn't scary. Everything that you play, I'm like, what kind of, is this like the soundtrack to
This is just Sheryl Crow.
Flatliners?
Why would I have the soundtrack to Flatliners?
Oh, you say that like you don't have Beetlejuice theme song on your iPod.
I downloaded
What, do you go
it for
running
a
to that?
lesson.
What do you go running to?
What do you mean?
When you do your
nightmare
workouts.
that is in my head at all times.
Okay.
The nightmare soundtrack. Here, I'll do this one. Is this better?
Yeah, that's right. This is right. That's when things were good.
Is fun.
That's when things were good.
fun. This is a good
Denise,
time.
there's nothing holding you back from having that life that you wanted to lead.
I will add, the longer I'm outside of my house, I start to bleed,
What?
Like your period?
but from other parts of my body.
What do you bleeding
mean?
right now?
Has it started? You tell me. I mean, I don't know.
No,
if
and
it's- okay.
nothing's happening now.
Stand up.
Okay.
Oh,
There's some running out of your ankle there.
there's some running out of there.
It's amazing.
That's a bummer. That's annoying, isn't it? Do you want a Band-Aid or something?
Do you have other socks?
I don't have other. Sam, could you give her your socks, please?
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Do you think something's stabbing you?
I don't know. I think I get allowed so much time to leave.
And
You
then it's
passed the curfew, basically. The
Yes.
house has a curfew on you, and you need to get back.
This tells me I have a little bit more time, and then
This is your warning.
it's crazy the things you get used to. It really is.
well, that's true. That's true. You know, when I was talking about making the changes in my own life this spring, and getting back to basics, like, I've gotten used to, not being treated well in my romantic relationships. It's not dissimilar to being haunted by a Victorian undead woman.
Yeah, that sounds like the same experience.
It
yeah.
seems very similar, and you're thinking to yourself, where have I lost myself in this?
Right. Yeah. How do you get through that?
How do I get through it and how do I get out of it? And I'm here to say, if I can get out of it, if I can get out of my relationship with Gutterballs, this guy who was very on again, off again, and now we're off again, and it's like, if I can get out, so can you.
Hey, give me your phone.
What?
Give me your phone.
No, why?
Yeah, give it to me.
You've already done it. Why do you have to? Ah! Fine, out.
Oh, interesting. You've been texting gutter balls this whole time?
No, I haven't.
What is this picture?
That's just a picture.
The top of your butt crack? You're sending the same pictures that you just sent to Brony Jabroni to gutter balls?
I didn't hear back from Brony, so I just thought I would see.
Marissa.
What is the text says, if I never see you again, please remember this.
It's interesting. I thought you're sending the same picture over and over again, but they are a little bit different every time. You just have a bunch of different versions of this
here,
butt
look at
crack.
this.
Different angles. Does Kim Kardashian take the same selfie every time? No. Did she send the same thing to
all
Kanye?
her old lovers?
Probably.
No.
And she's sexy as hell.
No.
I didn't know. If I get murdered by the undead tonight, I want Gutters to know that I have loved him in my life.
By sending him an image of the top of your butt crack and saying, just FYI, this is what you're missing?
Yes.
Essentially?
If I'm dead, this is what you will be missing. Yes.
Well, it doesn't sound like whatever's happening here, if it is being passed on to you, you're probably going to carry it for a while. It doesn't sound like it likes to kill people.
No.
It likes to just like
Not quickly anyway.
No, nothing like that. Nothing
Well,
like
I don't know. Excuse me.
except for your partners. So if anyone should be worried, it should be Gutterballs or Brony Jabroni.
Don't make fun of his name.
It's a terrible
You've
name.
always had a thing against Italians, and it's just
That's not
it's
true.
not right.
That's not true.
You don't like garlic knots?
That's
You've
not
always
true.
said that. You've always said that.
You said that to-
doesn't agree
said
with you.
my garlic knots are better than anybody's garlic knots. That's what I said.
I
But
took
I've
that to
had-
mean you didn't like any Italians.
I loved Il Postino.
That's right. That's true.
I saw you at Buca de Beppo.
Yes, I love a family meal.
That's
A
where
family
I sleep.
meal.
Even
where
though
we
you
sit
go
down.
by yourself.
I join other families. There's always a seated at a big family table, and nobody ever notices that I'm there.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
And then they just pass the chicken parmesan around to me or the saltimbocca. Love that. Just slam that meat flat, you know?
You know, I was just thinking garlic, and I'm thinking, have you tried any traditional remedies? Have you gotten anybody in to sage the house, an
exorcist, a
exorcist?
medium.
Yeah.
I do that very often. If I don't do that, it gets worse. So
Really?
that's sort of like a maintenance thing for
That's
me.
a
So
maintenance
those are
thing.
the only people that will come into the house
Yes,
with you.
exactly.
Got it.
Exactly.
And nobody has had any sort of luck getting any movement there.
The one time it actually really did feel like we got some movement. It really felt like it stopped. But then when the woman walked away, she just sort of disappeared. It just sort of disappeared, and I realized it was just
Another phantom.
another phantom. Yeah. It's a real mind thing. It's a real mind game that they play. It's
What, they? You think it's multiple people?
I just don't know. I don't know if it started with the woman in the pool or if it's something before that, like a more ancient situation. I
Right,
really
like an
don't
old-
know.
Well,
like
it
a-
is
like a
based
demon.
on. I mean, you know, it is the apparently, and we could ask Sam. He's busy reading it. I've forgotten how to read, of course, but apparently the Marina del Rey murder house was also built on an Indian burial ground. Did you know that?
I did know that, and I think before that, before the Indian burial ground, there was people that they had murdered before that were buried there.
Before the Native Americans.
Yeah.
That's I don't even know who was here before then.
Yeah, it was the
The Vikings?
my history is
Yeah, it's failing
It wasn't
you.
the Vikings. Let me
I don't know. Oh, thanks for throwing so much shade my way when you've literally not let me look in a textbook for 8 years.
Sam keeps offering you a textbook, and what do? You say, I can't, I don't want it. I don't
You
want
know
actual
why? I'm going to open that book.
content.
I'm going to open that book, and there's going to be a hole cut out, and it's just going to be his dong right there.
That
I've
is
fallen
not what's
for that
happening.
time after time
You have
after
never
time.
fallen for that. You have never seen a
Oh,
real
really?
man's
Every time
penis
Brony
naked.
Jabroni would say, hey, you want a hot slice? Open the pizza box. There is his hard dick. I'm not going to fall for that anymore. I'm not.
You know what we need to do?
What?
We need to do Listener's Love Lockdown.
Can't wait to see what Denise has to share with our listeners.
This is Listler's Love Lockdown, where we answer the fan questions about love, give advice. Love to hear what Denise has to say here.
She hasn't seen her husband in a year and a half after he was dragged away by the undead.
We were happily married before that, so we had our ups and downs. So I feel like I can help out someone.
Okay.
Can't wait to hear if that's true.
Yeah.
Hey, Listler. Hey, Wompler. Love the show. Quick question. What is the song that Listler plays during the intro to Love Lockdown called?
That's from Winger, right?
Yeah, it's Winger, and it's called Headed for a Heartbreak. So
Can I ask you, is the rest of the song as good as the intro, or is it one of those like
you tell me.
Van Halen's Panama that really...
I love this song, and it's great to karaoke as well.
Yeah.
Because he goes, here we go. Wow! Yeah! I mean...
It's good. It's good. It holds up.
He's a real asshole in this song.
Really? What's the
basically
message?
don't wait around for me, because I'm not going to ever be the man that you want me to be. You're headed for a heartbreak. So anyway.
Wow.
Probably not a great song to do love advice to, but here we are.
Here we are. The light in the dark.
He said, I think it's because I only have the line, yeah, to go off of. Couldn't figure it out.
All right. So we've helped him out on that front. Helped him out. Is there something a little more meaty?
This one is meaty.
Okay.
It's also very timely. Good day, Marissa and Listler. I come to you for help and or suggestions. I have 18 months left on my DACA permit before it runs out. And as it's well known, Trump has ended the program. How do I keep a happy relationship knowing that I could very well be deported at the end of these 18 months? I feel like I'm making empty promises to my girlfriend or that we may never be together again.
Wow.
Very big fan of your show, and I know this is a serious, unfunny question, but you two are my heroines, not the drug, and I would love the help.
Wow. Well, first of all, any kind of true love requires risk and vulnerability and not knowing where it will end.
That's true. It's very beautiful.
I know Steven Spielberg said that to you the last time you saw each other, and that's true. You never were to see him again.
Yeah.
He would go on to direct Jaws.
I'm happy for all his successes.
Of course. But what I would say is none of us know what's going to happen at the end of 18 months. Certainly not Denise.
And would we tell her to not be in a relationship right now? Probably. Because it would be awful, because she would put that nasty on whatever partner
She's got to get herself out of that
Probably
murder house
they would get murdered
before she starts dating.
Right.
Because that's one of those things you got to disclose. But
nobody knows what's coming. That is true. Mm-hmm. And it is better to have loved and had those experiences, even if he's going to go on to marry one of his, the stars of his films.
How about this? We don't know if Trump's going to be around and still in office in 18 months, right?
Yeah.
So all we have is the moment, right? And I think we started the podcast with that. Moment to moment.
She wants you. Your partner, whoever she is,
She wants you.
She wants you. And she wants you with the risk, with the maybes. And we sure hope that works out for you and that you get to stay, because everyone should get to stay.
And who knows, maybe she'll come with you.
And if she doesn't, I'll fucking B.A. Baracus one of you or the other one.
To the other place.
And we'll give you a job working here.
All right.
We don't have any money, but we'll pay you in teeth or something.
Yeah. Some teeth that Dr. Dennis Denton left behind.
All right. One more question.
All right. One more question. Let's
that
help some people.
That was serious. Dear Marissa and Liz, I'm so glad you guys are back, because I could really use some advice. I just moved from Baltimore to the southern coast of Oregon, and I'm having trouble adjusting. My new house used to be a vacation rental and sits next to a lake in the middle of nowhere. The house is about 10 minutes from the nearest town, and
This
the
sounds like
entire
the beginning of
area
a horror movie.
is basically deserted this time of year.
Yeah.
I live alone with my cat.
That's tough.
And I'm becoming increasingly concerned about being taken and or murdered.
All right.
Yeah.
Do you have any advice for low-cost security measures I could take to keep myself safe out here? Of course I do. I will let you know what I think, but first I want to hear from Denise.
Denise, somebody who is currently being pursued and tried to be murdered by things you cannot see.
Yeah. Well, first of all, what I would say is right off the bat, you don't know that you can trust that cat. I tried to
took a turn I didn't see.
I gotta say, I had a cat once come to the house, and I was really excited, and I had a pet, but this was not my friend.
Turned out to be a demon cat. Is that right?
Or a soldier of the demon.
What did the cat do?
It was started off with, typical annoying cat things, like scratching the furniture.
Yeah,
and I was
that
like,
is a normal cat thing.
Yeah, but then it just started, I just started making out messages within the scratches. Like 666,
that's
kind of a
tough.
satanic sort of
Got
thing.
it. So we're not going to trust that cat.
And it kept getting bigger.
Yeah. Till how large was it at the end of it?
Like a Great Dane.
That's very big.
The cat did.
For a house cat, that's big.
Wow.
So I eventually just kept the door open and it took off. So I would just right off the bat, just be careful about that. That was my first alarm bell when I heard that question.
Don't trust the cat.
Yeah.
Got it.
An apartment 2B or whatever.
Yeah.
Liz, do you have any practical tips?
First of all, I would get some training. I would take it upon myself to just kind of know some self-protection basics.
Yeah.
And because when you're feeling confident, you're going to have better instincts. You're going to be...
And you're going to put that out in the world. Like, don't fuck with me.
Exactly.
I may live by a lake. Also, who's really going to go do their murders by a lake?
It'd have to be somebody you already know. Let's put that out there.
Like the cat. Again, don't trust the cat.
Yeah. So anyway, if you got that going for you, I mean, I know if someone ever tried to attack me, first of all, please. Second of all, I'd sense them coming. Third of all, I would probably do some sort of a scream.
What would it sound like?
Something to just throw them off the track.
Make that person believe you're crazier than they are.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah, exactly.
It should end with you chasing them.
They try to pick someone who's weak.
Right.
They probably been, choosing you for a while. And if they see that you're weak.
I don't want to be chosen for a while.
Yeah. Then
that's why
the weak one in the herd.
I like to add a little silly step into your walk, so someone's watching you, they're like, if you're going to pick a target, but then someone walks in a silly way, you're just, why would you even bother?
Right. That's going to be a
Good idea.
Yeah.
And then I would get a security system put on the house probably.
Doors
open, windows open. Just do that. And you could probably get a pretty affordable one for pretty cheap.
Maybe a dog.
Not with the cat, obviously.
I wouldn't a dog. You can't trust any of the animals. But
because they could be a familiar to one of the witches. Yeah. Okay.
I do think, though, just making it a little bit of a curious situation, just enough. If I'm a burglar or a murderer and I look in someone's house and I see like the couch is at a weird angle, or I'm just gonna move to the next one. Have the TV facing the wall. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
just things that you're just going to make sure
go against
there's something going on
like a staircase that leads to nowhere.
Yeah, that kind of thing.
Or like only decorate with peacocks.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. All right. Good advice. God, I feel good about how we've helped people today.
Yeah.
Let's just wrap up the...
Why is Winger such a dick, though?
What do you mean?
Why is he so great that he has to just leave all these
Because
broken
he's a
pussies
fucking
in his
superstar, singer, and
Yeah, but
he's
where
actually,
is he now?
What do you mean? He's an accomplished violinist.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Good for him.
Anyway, yep. So that's Listeners Love Lockdown. If you want to submit any questions, you can email us at wompupthejams. We're actually answering questions in a timely fashion now, so it won't be 2 years later that we answer your question. Hopefully, we can get it to you right now.
Yeah, as long as I can leave my house.
Thanks for submitting those questions, listeners. Well, you know what time it is.
Spotlight on. Mm-hmm. Denise, Spotlight on is a segment that we do on the show where we really peel back the layers of our guests and find out what makes them tick. And we've talked a lot about the ghosts that are haunting you.
Right.
And I'd like to move off that for a little while and find out who is Denise sans ghosts.
Oh,
good.
Oh, that's interesting.
You know, it's
Yeah.
been so long since you've taken a moment to talk about yourself, not in the context of being haunted by a deadly presence.
Right.
And so I'd love to just, take it back. What the fuck is this? Litzler, don't fuck with me. What is this?
Oh, no,
I'm
this
going to
is,
take my headphones off again.
Wait, no, this
I'm
is actually
taking it
Sheryl Crow. It's Sheryl Crow.
It's Sheryl Crow.
No, it isn't.
This is
It
Sheryl
is
Crow.
strong
She
enough
starts
to be
saying-
your man.
No, it isn't.
It is. She's
No, it isn't.
It's Sheryl Crow.
To be a man.
No, I'm holding these off of my ears.
No, she's just about to start singing.
Turn it
She's
off.
just about to start
Hey!
singing.
I'm not joking you. Turn it off. I'm so scared. I'm flipping it up. I can't hear anything you're saying.
Gotta feel like hell tonight.
Oh, there it is.
Turn it off or I'm not continuing
It's
this
all
podcast.
it is a MIDI.
No!
This is her playing the saxophone.
No!
All right. God, that's good.
That's not funny.
All it is a MIDI going. And then just some like.
No, I'm not. That's
It's not scary.
terrifying. You know what we should have said at the beginning of this podcast is there's a trigger warning for anybody who is afraid of horror movies. They should not listen to this podcast. Why did I book this guest? I'm terrified of horror movies. Why did I do that?
But that's good to say. You can say now, like, if you don't like scary things,
Don't listen.
don't listen to this episode anymore.
Don't listen to this.
Stop it now.
If you have a problem with Michael Keaton in a bunch of zombie makeup, don't listen to this podcast.
You thirsty? Good Lord. All right, get into it. I'll play something sweet.
Yeah, right.
I will.
Oh, God, even that squeak just made me
Sounded
scared.
like a fart.
Denise, so many of the squeaks.
This is nice.
Is this Fievel from American Tail?
This is, well, James Ingram and Linda Ronstadt, but yeah.
Denise, take me back to your childhood. Do you remember a time before you felt haunted?
Yeah.
When's the last time you felt happy?
About 17 years ago.
God, that's a long time.
Yeah.
Because you're 28, so
So I was
11?
11. Yeah, I think that was a good time. I was a good year. You know, I was playing soccer. I was on the soccer team. I was very good.
I bet.
Really great soccer player.
I bet. And that amount of running has come in handy
It has.
now that you've had to run from things from room to room.
Exactly.
And your family, were you close?
Very close.
Are
Very
they
close.
still with us?
They are. Yeah, they are.
Have they come out to visit?
They won't visit. No.
Yeah.
They we don't. They'll send a letter every now and then.
That says,
How are you? How's everything going? I assume it's them. You don't really ever know, but it does sound like them. And sometimes they'll send a photo.
sounds like them. It's a video recording or an audio recording or
They'll send a video recording sometimes or an audio recording. They don't like using the phone. They don't know if something will pass that way. But
I see.
yeah, but they're great. They live in Orlando. They go to Disney a lot. That's fun for them.
Yeah.
They have a great life.
Are they concerned that their daughter is living in a murder house or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The thing is, everyone is concerned, but then everyone immediately worries about it being transferred to them. So
It's like that.
it's like getting bed bugs, honestly.
Exactly. I was just thinking that. You can't sleep at night, that kind of
I
thing.
can't
You have to
stay
leave
at
the
a friend's
lights.
house,
Right.
Because if they worry, it's going to come with me. So
It's going to come with you.
Yeah.
That's tough.
yeah.
And Denise, do you want to be a mother?
Oh, I would.
Have you given birth to anything?
This thing has let me know that it is looking for my firstborn. So I am afraid
Got it.
of
Got
doing it.
Sam, hand me that book. Hand me that book. Keep going. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
no,
I just
not
wanted
at all.
to flip through this book while we're.
So it's hard to think about having a child.
It just seems like a risk,
Right.
And I went to
right.
my gynecologist and I asked, what they thought, but she made it clear she had no opinion. She had no way of,
knowing
weighing in on
would a
that.
haunting, transfer.
Exactly. She was more, her thing was like, I can do medical expertise.
Right.
Whether it's safe for you physically, but I can't possibly.
And what did she say?
She said that looked fine medically.
Okay.
You know.
You're clear to go
Yeah.
there.
Because we had seen, I do remember someone saying that they had seen you exit the house looking like you had a pregnant belly. So I didn't know,
Right.
had you at some point given birth to something?
You know, it's possible. I'll be honest. It's possible. I don't think so. I will lose periods of time. It's possible. I do hear a baby crying at night.
Uh-huh. Is anybody in the house with you now? Or?
Yeah.
Who is in the house with you now?
You know, if I get up to go, I try not to sleep at night, but the few times I have accidentally fallen asleep on the couch and I wake up, I'll see someone pass by going from one room into the kitchen.
To get like a snack, like a ghost snack type of thing?
Exactly. And I hear their, a cabinet open, and I'll follow them in and I'll say, what do you want here? And they'll say, do you have a snack? And then I'll say, get out. And it will say, you get out. And then I said, I'm serious. And then it's like, so am I. And we go back and forth like that for a long time.
Is this a lot like how you used to fight with your mom as a child?
That is interesting. That's actually very close. Yeah, that's interesting. In that our voices were raised then like they're raised now. That's the similarity. I don't know if that makes it the same or not.
Are you ever concerned that you might be losing your mind?
That's very possible. Now, I am also fascinated this song has not scared you yet. That's playing right now.
I find it actually really relaxing.
That's interesting.
Like if I was getting a massage and this music was playing, I might fall asleep on the table.
They do play it at spas. That is true.
This is Rosemary's Baby.
Ah! Turn it off! Turn it off! Now that I know that,
I
just thought that was a nice folk music, something from the 60s, from when you and Steven used to be together.
I need you to look at this. Hold on, this is an ad.
What am I looking at?
I want you to, this is a distraction here. Can you just look in this? On this page right here.
Yeah.
Hey, Denise.
Yeah.
Can you run down to the end of the stack and grab this for me?
The stack?
Yeah, the stack, the library stack.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Right.
Just the books. There, see that red book sticking out over there?
Yes.
Just run down there for a second.
Oh, okay.
Do you see this picture?
Oh my God, it's Denise.
What the fuck is this?
It's Denise in Victorian garb. Oh my God.
Is she one of the children or the ne'er-do-well aunt or something?
I think she's the one who did it.
But she's not on the cover, or that was an illustration. We didn't recognize her. Maybe because she didn't have.
Is this the book?
Yeah.
Cool. Whoa, you startled us, Denise.
Yeah.
I forgot to ask.
Oh God, yes.
Can you give me a ride home after this?
No,
Nope.
neither one of us
We
have
can't.
a car, so
You know what it is? We actually are going to have to wrap up
Sam
this
can.
podcast. Sam,
can give-
do you have
Sam,
your
can you-
Toyota Tercel? Can you give a ride home to
Can you
Denise?
give her a ride home?
No, I fly in each day for this. I have to catch a flight.
Oh, shit.
Looks like nobody can drive you, but
You could fly with Sam, though. Sam.
I can just. I don't have to go home right away. I can go to your place first, and then maybe
no.
I'll call.
You know what?
taxi.
We're not going to go home.
so
We're not going to go home now. We're probably going to just stay out in public. Yeah, in a mall, probably something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so. I'm looking at my watch here.
It's got to be time to
It's
wrap it
got
up.
to be time to wrap it up. Denise, I would. God, I wish you the best.
I had a really nice time here.
It's so cold suddenly in here. I'm feeling so cold.
It's okay. Just hold my hand.
I look forward to coming back next week.
What do you mean? You're only here once.
Oh, you only get here once. That's only one guest. We never have a repeat.
My calendar shows it every week.
It does. Denise? Oh my God. Are you hearing that? What are you hearing that? That's so much blood! Oh my God! She's gone! Listener, she's gone! There's nobody here, just a puff of smoke!
Don't. It's got to be Digiorno's.
Sam, where are you?
No more pizza except for Digiorno's. Do you hear me?
Oh my God, I can't find Sam! All he's left is just his fedora! Oh my God! She's taken Sam!
It's okay. It's okay.
How are we gonna live our lives having seen that Victorian ghost?
You know what? Everybody does it.
Listen, you have a shaman we can go to, right?
Yeah. Well, I'll be a Baracas to Chile.
Okay. Woo! Everybody, This has been Womp It Up. Please, whoever listened this far, please do not go back and listen. Do not look in a mirror. Don't say the words Denise Falchuk 3 times. I'm begging you. Oh my God, it's happening again. My throat is closing.
We gotta get out of
here. Sam, if you're listening, I love you. Hey, Wompsters. Check out the brand new fan-chosen shirt honoring Harris Wittles, who we all miss very much, on podswag.com.
It's a really cool design, and it says, "We are all horrible and wonderful and figuring it out. And if that ain't the truth, I don't know what is."
All proceeds from the shirt, and this is really cool, is going to benefit the Harris Wittles Foundation, which awards scholarships to graduating seniors of his alma mater, the High School for the Performing and Visual Arts in Houston, Texas.
It also goes towards other initiatives that inspire young artists to work tirelessly on their crafts.
So, everybody, go to podswag.com to purchase your Harris Wittles shirt and give to this great cause today.
This has been an Earwolf production, executive produced by Scott Aukerman, Chris Bannon, and Colin Anderson. For more information and content, visit earwolf.com.
Hey everybody, it's Paul Scheer.
And I'm Amy Nicholson.
And we have a brand new podcast called Unspooled, where we are watching the 100 greatest films of all time.
Voted on by the AFI. We're going to be starting at number 1, Citizen Kane, jumping to number 100 with Ben-Hur, and doing films that we've never even watched before.
And we'll be talking to experts, whether it's a cinematographer or a stuntman. We're going to get behind these movies and figure out what makes them so great. So if you like the way this sounds, why don't you subscribe right now to Unspooled, wherever you listen to your podcast.